only side comment to that is that, sige, pagpalagay na natin na gano'n na mangyayari and makonvict na si Mr. Gonzales. Ano bang penalty para doon sa alarms and scandals? It's actually 1 to 10 days. Arresto menor. 1 to 10 days. I mean, ang nakita natin doon sa video, especially doon sa second video, are the following. No? An attempted homicide. Bakit? Kasi gusto niyang banggain yung siklista eh. Paano kung nabangga niya talaga yan, tumumba, tapos nasagasaan ng mga, di ba, may mga sumusunod na kotse. Paano kung kunyari nangyari yon? Ang proximate cause ng homicide, ng pagkamatay nito siklista, yung pagkakabangga. So it's an attempted homicide incident. What else? There is yung slander by deed. Nung sinampal, binatukan itong siklista in full view of the public, no, to the damage and reputation of itong siklista na to, who wasn't even doing anything, ha? Buti man lang kung kunyari nagtaas ng mga kamao tapos gusto makipagsuntukan. Hindi. Walang nihani-ho, basta na lamang binatukan siya. What else? There's grave threats. Kasi makikita din uli dun sa video, nilabas yung baril, kinasa. And by bringing out your gun in public when the other person is unarmed, no, is a crime, no, under our revised penal code. Okay? So, makikita mo that all of these things could be filed. The problem is that hindi pwede yung CCTV as a basis for that. Okay? Again, papasok. Sino yung tatayo na complainant? Pwede ba yung people of the Philippines? Yeah, sure, certainly. But again, importante yung testimony ng complainant. Okay? But maybe, tingnan natin, no? Maybe in the next few days, I might be able to come out with an argument that the CCTV footages mismo ng barangay, and since we'll be able to establish that itong mga CCTV footages na to are genuine, they're authentic, and that we would be able to establish, no, na yung bona fides ng mga videos. Who knows, no? There might be a court who might be willing to accept these evidences as admissible against Mr. Gonzales, even for the larger crimes, and even without the active participation and cooperation of the complainant.
May jurisprudence po ba na ganyan? Na naituloy yung criminal case without the cooperation of the actual victim?
Oh, meron naman, Christian. No, again, anong kailangan? Eyewitnesses. Kailangan ni eyewitnesses. No, hindi naman kailangan mismo yung complainant. Meron talaga mga instances na gano'n, no, yung for one reason or another, or kunyari namatay. O yun, namatay yung mismong complainant. No, yung biktima, namatay yung biktima. Sino ngayon na magtitistigo? It will have to be people other than the victim himself or herself. No? But definitely, they have to be people who would be able to testify based on personal knowledge. Personal knowledge, meaning personal nilang nakita, narinig, naamoy, nalasahan, no? Nalasahan, and so forth, no?
So ano ba to? Parang ideally dapat magsampa ng kaso yung biktima, no? Although we understand kung ano man yung tumatakbo sa utak niya, no? Talagang hindi madali ito, no? Nakakatakot din talaga. Pero ideally, kung talaga nag-file siya, would you consider this as an open shot case dahil nandun lahat ng mga elements sa binabanggit niya?
That would be a pretty solid case, no? Kasi you know, the one nice thing about videos is hindi siya pwede magsinungaling. Yun ang maganda eh. That's why kita mo that there's really this push, Christian, to have itong mga policemen in operations to have these body cameras. Kasi parating merong record ngayon yan kung ano talaga yung actual na nangyari, sino yung ganito, sino yung gumawa ng ganyan, sino yung actual na umatake, ano yung nangyari nung after that, and so forth and so on. Ano? So, the body camera video is evidence. It's evidence of either like a crime actually being committed by the accused, or it can be evidence against the police personnel who may have violated certain police protocols or certain rules of engagement, such as those provided under Section 21 ng RA 9165, yung ating comprehensive drug law, no? Kasi merong very strict rules doon kung ano yung kailangan mong gagawin, no? So the videos are very important. in this particular case, ngayon, nalaman ko this afternoon, I found out that this QCPD is actually in possession of 4 to 5 videos of this particular scene. And I am taking this opportunity to make a shout out to the QCPD that to immediately give me copies of these CCTV footages. Siguro baka for purposes of formality susulatan ko sila. And then I will ask for these CCTV footages. And I would think that on the basis of these footages that we can get a finding of probable cause sa prosecutor's office. And then later on we will just prove it under the rules of electronic evidence.
Okay. Finally, Attorney Fortuno, ano yung pwedeng mensaheng mailabas nito? What kind of message this might send if this cop, clearly abusive based on what was done, based on the video, dun sa cyclist, kung makalusot siya dito sa criminal liability, although yan, na-revoke yung license niya, yung baril niya, nabawi, etc., etc., pero yung pinaka-main issue, yung para mapanagot siya doon sa ginawa niya sa siklista, pag hindi nangyari yon, anong message yung pwedeng maiparating sa mga tao, and what would that say of our perhaps criminal justice system?
Pag hindi ito na convict, this might send the wrong signal to the public that justice is dead. Mawawalan ng tiwala ang tao dun sa ating justice system. Mawawalan ng tiwala ang tao dun sa ating way of life. There can be frustration and probably even resignation na hindi magbabago ang sistema. So, there are actually pretty high stakes to this because aside from what I've already mentioned, if there is a conviction, it serves as a deterrent. It prevents people magdadalawa, tatlong isip muna yan na magbunot ng baril. Kasi nakita nila, pag nagbunot pala ako ng baril, kahit na hindi ko kakalabitin yung trigger, pwede pala akong matuluyan, pwede akong makulong. So probably much better, iwan ko na lang yung baril ko sa bahay. Wala na yung permit to carry na yan. That's why this case, and I don't know, pero Christian, meron na namang lumabas na bagong road rage incident dito sa Makati involving another policeman, pero motorcyclist naman. So you can see actually na number one, nangyayari itong mga ganitong klaseng road rage incidents where merong tayong mga kapwa Pilipino na for some reason nai-issuean ng baril and then ginagamit nila yung baril na yan para panakot sa kanilang kapwa. Number two, ay napaka-importante pala nitong mga videos. Because, can you imagine, ito, okay, sige, yung August 8, tungkol dito sa siklista, merong naglakas loob na magbunot ng kanyang cellphone at na-video niya yung pangyayari. If that video did not go viral, do you think that the QCPD would be able to download yung mga additional na mga CCTVs, yung 4 to 5 videos that allegedly that they now have dito sa lugar na to? Hindi na nila magagawa yan. Bakit? Number one, kasi nga, allegedly, nagkasundo na nga daw eh. Siyempre, punersa na lang, punersa yung siklista para na lang magkasunduan, siya pa pinagbayad ng 500 pesos. Okay? And then, so in other words, kung hindi nag-viral ito, nabaon na to sa limot. Same thing with that video na lumabas ngayon nung road rage dito sa Makati. Very very important now for people to be able to take out their cameras tapos isang pindutan ng they can already capture a crime in progress. There's so many crimes that are happening but they're so difficult to prove unless meron ka talagang evidence. And yung mga videos ngayon, they're just perfect. They're just absolutely good evidence. So yung mga barangay na mga cameras, yung mga CCTV cameras na nandun sa mga barangay, itong mga cellphone cameras ngayon, isang pindutan lang nagre-record. Now, all of these things are so vital now in prosecuting crime. And we need to set an example, no? Na yung mga tao din, hindi kailangan matakot, no? That they're actually doing such a good duty for their country by recording crime in progress.
Kung nagustuhan nyo po itong video na ito, paki-like at share na lang po para mas marami pang makakita at makapanood. Kung gusto nyo po makibalita, follow nyo na rin po ako sa aking mga social media accounts na nakasulat po sa screen. Pwede rin po kayo magpadala ng super thanks, super like, super chat at super sticker sa YouTube, saka Facebook stars po. Alam nyo po, malayo po mararating ito para makagawa pa po kami ng mas maraming video na makatutulong po sa pagpapakalat ng tamang impormasyon para sa bawat Pilipino. Kada like, subscribe, follow at share ay pagsuporta po sa tunay na independent journalism sa bansa. Maraming salamat po.